I'm Janice Wong from 2AM Dessert Bar and 2AM Lab. So today we're going to make a really healthy version of chocolate mousse. It doesn't contain a single drop of cream or butter. So for this recipe, it contains about 300 grams of dark chocolate. We've got 300 ml of water. In this instance, I use mineral water. We have 60 grams of egg whites, as well as 6 grams of egg white powder. Now we're going to start. So I have a pot here of water. I put this on the medium-high temperature, making sure that it's not too high because you really don't want to burn your chocolate as well. So just putting a bowl on top of it, getting my chocolate inside. In this instance, I use 70% cocoa, and you can really use up to from 65 all the way to 85%. It's up to you and your preference. Apparently it's good for you as well. It's a little bit of antioxidants. Alright, so this is going to take about 5 minutes. Okay. It's what you want, nice and smooth. Now I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients in. So I'm going to start adding in the water first. Okay. Now don't be too alarmed by adding water into chocolate. Now there are different methods to this preparation as well. One is you can add the egg white powder into the water, or you can add the egg white powder into the egg whites to bloom it. Just going to add the egg white powders here. Let it sit for a good 5 minutes. And instead of, putting whipped cream or sugar into your chocolate mousse, this is a new method of making chocolate mousse. And I guarantee you it tastes just as delicious. So we have already bloomed the egg white powder with the egg whites, and I'm going to add it all in. Now I'm just going to quickly break it up and whisk it before I hand blend it. As you can see, it's thickening. And this is what you want. Okay. So I'm done. And what I'm going to do now is to transfer this into the siphon after blending it. You just want to cover it, and you want to blend it up until it's very nice and smooth. Now as you can see, it's steaming hot. We've actually cooked the egg whites as well, together with the chocolate and the water. And it's about 80 degrees. And we've cooked it too. Here we go. Now I'm going to let it just cool down for a while before I add it into the siphon. And while that is cooling down, I'm actually going to prepare my siphon. So this is a creamer. And I really encourage you to get one of these tools. So this is actually a pretty amazing tool. You can actually add purees into this, add a bit of gelatin, and then siphon it out. Again, and then you get this light, nice, fluffy texture. So I'm going to put 660 grams of the mixture into the siphon, and it fits perfectly into a 1 liter siphon. So now it's cooled down, perfect. As you can see, it's very liquid, and the chocolate has actually combined really well with the water. Okay, and we're going to charge it 2 charges. Actually putting one of these 2 charges inside here, and then I'm going to turn it around. Charge it. So you hear the air going in through, and then I'm going to shake it. Perfect. So that is done. So before I'm going to pump it into the container, I'm actually going to prepare the container while this is resting. So what I have here, I have prepared actually a takeaway container. Reason is because I just want to show you that you can really use any container you want with this recipe. And when I take out the finished product, you'll be pretty amazed. So it's well rested. I'm just going to pump this up. Now you hear it, and it's really nice and aerated. That looks right. So it's perfect. You see all the bubbles in there as well. And you really want to keep going at it until it's so full. So from what you saw just now, all the liquid, now it's nicely aerated. Look at that. I'm not going to waste any time. And I have to put this immediately into the freezer. All right, it's great. Look at that, I'm back. Now look at it. It's collapsed a little bit, but no surprise at all. And this is actually very, very awesome. It's perfect. So I've taken it out, and I'm actually gonna cut it and break it apart. And what you wanna do is you don't wanna put your knife directly into it. You kinda wanna put it in there and break it apart, okay? So for example, just wanna do this and lightly break it. Look at it. It's exactly like Aero chocolate, but You don't get the chunky notes to it. You don't get that sore throat feeling after you eat a lot of chocolate. Imagine, this is your new Aero chocolate bar with water. Now you can keep this in the freezer for a month. So make sure that you cover it nicely. And what we do back at 2 a.m. is we take all these blocks and we actually spray it with a gray cacao butter mixture to make it really look like rocks and corals. Really nice mustard yellow color to it. Now I prepared here one of our desserts bases. We've just got some nice chocolate crumble and caramel mousse, and also some yuzu pastels. And I'm gonna take one of the blocks and start plating it up. So here we go. This is our chocolate water dessert in replacement of chocolate mousse, and I really hope you enjoyed today's session. Try this at home and also let me know what you think.